Good morning YouTube, it is Wednesday the 7th of May and this is day 21 of my VEDA project. Today's question comes from Ollie Would, who I managed to get on video asking me this question.
Hi John, my question is, what is your opinion on Blu-rays and do you think they will take over DVDs eventually, or do you think downloads will get there first?
Thanks for your question, Ollie. Yeah, it's a good one. I did some research on this topic, as I all too often do, and discovered a few figures. By the end of 2012, Blu-rays only accounted for 25% of all disc sales, with DVDs making up the other 75%. And at this point, that figure has only risen to around 30% of all disc sales. So I think the problem is that Blu-rays are seen as quite a niche product, and added to that, Blu-ray players haven't really come down in price enough to make them competitive to DVD players. In order to get the most out of Blu-ray discs, you need to have a lot of quite specialist equipment. You need the Blu-ray player. You also need a HD TV, because there's no point in watching an HD disc in standard definition. In addition, in a recent double-blind survey, 25% of people watching Blu-ray discs on an HD TV could see no discernible difference between it and a DVD of the same program that they were shown. Now, DVDs came out in 1995, and it took 10 years before the last major Hollywood film was released on VHS. That was A History of Violence in 2005. But the DVD became the preferred method of distribution in 2000, about 5 years after its introduction. Now compare that to Blu-rays, and they were introduced commercially in 2006. So we are 8 years into their track, and we're still only looking at a 30% market share. So I really don't think that they will become the preferred medium anytime soon. Now that would be fine and dandy if Blu-ray could just bide its time and gradually build its market share. But there is another competitor on the horizon, and that is the digital download and streaming from services such as Netflix or LoveFilm Instant. Are they going to threaten Blu-ray's leadership of the distribution market before it's even begun? Well, if I'm honest, I don't think so. I don't know what the market share of digital downloads is compared to DVDs now. I know that the streaming market is proving very lucrative, but there are a lot of people out there who prefer to have their hands on a physical product and don't necessarily trust the digital age. There are all sorts of other features that you get on a disc that you don't get when you stream or download something digitally. You don't get the special features. You often don't get even subtitles, and I haven't yet seen a film available for digital download which allows you to get the audio description for the hard of sight. With the way that storage space is going and the way that internet download speeds are going, it's not inconceivable that you could download the equivalent of an entire DVD in the near future. Now, I know that the special features with making-ofs and commentaries and so on are often a niche market, and I'm aware that it's only geeks like myself who really enjoy these things. The majority of people probably just watch the movie. But subtitles and audio description are a major stumbling block to digital distribution, taking over wholesale from DVDs in my mind. And so far as I can tell from my research, there's no sign of that on the horizon. There are no announcements, no rumours, no testings. It just doesn't seem to be anywhere out there. So, in answer to your question, Ollie, I think DVDs are going to remain top of the heap for some time yet. Right, that's my questions from vloggers. In other news in my life, as I announced yesterday, I am planning on walking in and out of town every day while I make these videos. But in addition to that, I discovered that the Red Coat walking tours have started again in Exeter en masse, and I have made it my ambition to see all of the subjects that they cover. So today I will be looking at the churches, cemeteries and catacombs, and Exeter Old and New. I'm really looking forward to seeing these. It'll be good to get out, do some exercise, and learn a little bit more about the city where I find myself living now. I'll be back again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, bye for now.